So we're doing an exercise here which involves us in calculating quartiles and an interquartile range from a stem plot. So the first thing we have to do is identify the quartiles. Now, to do this, we divide the data into two halves. And to divide the data into two halves, you must first find the median. So with this taxi fare data, there are 24 pieces of data. So that will make the median is going to equal the 24 plus 1 over 2 score. That's the position of the median, which will make it the 12.5th score. Or you could say it's between the 12th and 13th score. So all we have to do is count it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. Okay, so I make it the 12th score is this one, so that's 22. And the 13th score is this one, that will be a 24. And the median is going to sit somewhere in between there. So it's between 22 and 24. And of course, if you average 22 and 24, you will get 23. That's the median. Now the median divides the data into two halves. Now in this case the median is sitting between two scores. If that's the case, then all of these scores here are in the bottom half of the data. All the scores less than the median and all the scores greater than the median are in the top half of the data. That would mean that there are 12 scores here in the bottom half of the data. Now the lower quartile is kind of like the median of the bottom half of the data. It's the middle number in the bottom half. So if we find out the median of the bottom half, we'll find the lower quartile. I'm using the symbol Q1 for lower quartile. You can also use this LQ for lower quartile and UQ for upper quartile. Q1, lower quartile, is equal to, I'll just write the median of the bottom half. Now there are 12 scores in the bottom half, and so that means it's the 12 plus 1 over 2th score in the bottom half. That means it's the 6.5th score. Or if you like, between the 6th and 7th. Now, we can just count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So it's between 16 and 18. And between 16 and 18 is 17. So the lower quartile is equal to 17. And the upper quartile is easy to find. I'm using the symbol Q3 for upper quartile. You can also use UQ if you like. The upper quartile is the median of the upper half. Now we've already worked out there's 12 scores in this half as well, so the halves are equal, so it's going to be the 6.5th score, or between the 6th and 7th score in the upper half. In upper half. We can count them up starting from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So it's between 36 and 37. That would make the upper quartile 36.5. And the question also asks us to work out the interquartile range, which is the difference between the upper quartile and the lower quartile. So it's going to be 36.5, take away 17. I'll go for my trusty calculator. Ta-da, 19.5. We've got a second question, and this will throw to light something quite important. Just wait one moment. Okay, we're back now to do a second question here. Same sort of thing, only this time we're dealing with the tree girth measurements, and I think there was, if you count up, there's 25 pieces of data. When we work out the median, the position of the median is the 25th plus 1 over 2 score. That'll be 26 divided by 2 is 13, the 13th score. And so we can just count them up. And I think I've made a mistake there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13. I'll make the 13th score is a 95. That's the median. Now when we come to work out the lower and upper halves, the median divides it into two halves, but if, in this case, with an odd piece of data, odd number of pieces of data, the median works out to be one of the scores itself. It wasn't in between two scores as it was in the last example. If it is one of the two scores itself, then we will not include that in either the lower half or the upper half. With that one excluded, there is only 12 pieces of data here now in the bottom half of the data. So when I come to work out the lower and upper quartiles, it'll be 12 plus 1 over 2. The lower quartile will be the 13 over 2, the 6.5th score. That's between the 6th and 7th score. And you can count them up. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. That's the 6th score, and that's the 7th score. So the 6th score is 90, the 7th score is 92, and the lower quartile fits just here. So that must mean it's 91. The upper quartile, and we've taken out the median, that means there's 12 scores left here, and so the median is, well, it's once again the 12 plus 1 over 2, it's the 6.5th score in the upper half of the data, or between the 6th and 7th score. Of the upper half. So you can just find it there. 4, 5, 6. Okay, the 6th score is 99. The 7th score is 100. So it's going to be between 99 and 100. That's got to be 99.5. That's the upper and lower quartiles, and if you want to work out the interquartile range, it's the difference between the upper quartile and the lower quartile. $99.5 minus 91 is equal to 8.5. Try a few examples like these yourself.